Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow, attack, attack! Time to line! Guys, game situation, let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
52, Mike 52. Watch QB drop. Go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on,
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13, it's a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, it's Hill. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here's Stick looking to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
34's a mic. He's coming. Check in.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And an alley to run.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ready. Go to base. Come on, let's go. Two times.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Stick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stick, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come get some. Come on.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards, a first down. They'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the way. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. No. Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Ricky.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down and 2. Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Tackle. Watch time.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stick from the gun. Being chased, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Stick back to pass. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 57, 57.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 9, Stick escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. With 1:53 left, facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go. 52 right here. 52. Check that.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check 24. Watch 24.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One final try for Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by